Thanks for coming. I'm Chris McDonough, and I am senior producer with CCP Games, and I'm a good old Georgia boy. I attended Duluth High School and graduated from Georgia Southern University back when it was still a college. And I am here to introduce the new iPhone. No, just kidding again. Tough room. All right. Our company, White Wolf, was founded in 1990 as a small book and game publisher. In 2006, we were introduced to a group of innovators from the country of Iceland, and we went truly international when we merged our companies under the brand name CCP, which stands for Crowd Control Productions, not some kind of weird Russian thing. Our core game product, EVE Online, is a massively multiplayer, online science fiction game with 250,000 monthly subscribers. Players of EVE can own corporations and battle for resources across the galaxy. The in-game economy is so accurate that it has included virtual versions of hostile takeovers, corporate sabotage, market crashes, and Ponzi schemes, just like the real world. Only difference is we don't need a bailout. My slide too, it worked. Sweet. CCP currently hosts the world's largest single online game server with 52,000 concurrent users on a single server at one time. This is over 10 times the average for our industry. In order to accomplish this, we've upgraded to military-grade 128 gigabyte solid-state RAM-SAM disks. This is the world's fastest storage device and allows us to maintain the enormous database of player information that we have and access it in microseconds. In addition, we've worked with IBM to build the largest supercomputer in the gaming industry, and we've written our own custom network layer that allows us to have over 1,000 players battle in a space battle at the same time on the same server. As we begin to work on our new $50 million World of Darkness project, we'll bring hundreds of tech jobs to the state and continue to innovate with new technologies like synchronized server animations, realistic cloth simulations, and a new server architecture that's even more scalable than our current architecture.
Good morning. After 22 years in the industry, I still can't help but be excited to speak in front of large groups of people, especially since I found out I was going to be doing this last night, so I appreciate the opportunity. So let me see if I can get to the first slide here. I am not Mike Van Bernese. Those that know Mike, he's one of my business partners, one of the co-founders of PureWire, along with the third gentleman besides myself is Dr. Paul Judge. I'm much better looking than Mike, so enjoy this for a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit about the company. Again, appreciate the opportunity to present PureWire. We are an early stage company. We were founded, three of us co-founded the company back in October of 2007, late October, earlier November. We came out with the first product here of the PureWire Web Security Service, which is a software as a service offering in the internet security space back in the September of October timeframe. So we've literally had a product on the market for sale to organizations for the last 5 or 6 months. During that time, we've sold approximately 50 customers that are made up of a number of large enterprises. We have 4 Fortune 500 companies we call customers today, as well as a number of organizations in the small and medium business side of the house. So we have 3 locations in North America, here in Atlanta where we're based, and we come from a long line of security companies here locally, as long as offices in Chicago and also on the West Coast. If I can get that to move. Okay. I kind of mentioned this just a moment ago. The threat landscape has been changing over the last 10 or 12 years from the network side to the email side, and we were the core founding team at CipherTrust. A large number of our employees, again, approximately 40 today, come from the CipherTrust side where we fought the security threats in the world today on the email side. We had roughly 1,600 customers when we got acquired some number of years ago. But we're seeing a lot of the threats that are out there today moving from the email side to the web side, and that's been the core focus for PureWire is as opposed to an appliance, as a software as a service on the internet security side. So you'll hear me say this. What we've done differently than a lot of the companies that have tried to make it in our space on the appliance side is they've concentrated primarily on protecting users and organizations from the places they're visiting, meaning the places, the URLs that they're going to. And it's really trying to enforce corporate policy on where they should be going, where they shouldn't be going, how long they spend there. And we've spent a lot of time going beyond that one paradigm into also beyond places are the things that those folks are downloading, whether those are malicious or not, to make sure that people aren't bringing bad stuff back onto those corporate entities, those machines or laptops that they have. But also, in a game-changing way, taking the places and things and extending that to the people out there. It's really the idea of the reputation or the trust or safety factor of the entity or the person on the other side of that transaction. So you'll hear me say we protect people from nouns. All I really mean by that, it's a nice way to remember people, places, and things, and that's what we're concentrating on. So how we do that is we have the envious ability of being a software and a service sitting in a data center and analyzing that traffic to actually sit in the middle of all of that traffic. So as a user on the corporate internet, as they make a request outbound, it goes through our service. And so on the outbound, again, we're enforcing corporate policy. We're checking the reputation of the other entity on the other side of that, as well as that traffic on the inbound, and looking for phishing attacks, other kinds of threats, viruses, malware, spyware, those kinds of things coming back and protecting them from that danger. So lastly, and I think I'm losing my time here, our concentration is, regardless of just sitting in the network and saying, as a user sits at a desk in order to protect it simply while they're sitting within the corporate network, is users today are very mobile. So they're out in hotels, they're on web-enabled BlackBerries, for instance, and we protect people on whatever platform they're on, wherever they are. And I've run out of time here. Please visit our booth outside, and please visit the website. You'll find a lot more information, and appreciate your time.
My name is Scott Ryan. I'm the CEO of Acculynk, and thank you very much for the time here today. For the past 18 months, Acculynk has been working exclusively with the U.S. intelligence community on our products and technology, and we're taking that same technology and launching a commercial service with that, and that's what I'd like to talk to you about right now. So that service that we're launching is something that we're going to use to accelerate cloud applications. We're going to make these applications faster. We can make them more secure. We sell it as a network service to these companies that are providing these providers of cloud apps. And these companies that are providing these cloud applications are simply taking storage, media applications that are interactive that used to maybe run on a local area network, running them over the network or the internet itself. And what we've been able to show is that with these types of applications, we can improve throughput by about 20 times the original performance. And we do this in this market really in a very different way than the way acceleration is done today. So while it's true that there's technologies out there like content distribution networks and peer-to-peer networks that can accelerate internet traffic, they're specifically built for doing broadcast, static, one-to-many type traffic. We're operating in a new area of interactive applications and accelerating these new types of apps over the internet in an area we call cloud application acceleration. This is for things like cloud storage, which is projected to be an $18 billion market in the next 5 years, and the whole cloud applications market, which is projected to be about a $71 billion market in the next 5 years. And we do this with our unique technology called parallel networking that was invented at Georgia Tech by Dr. Ragapathy Sivakumar. And what it does is it uses multiple network resources simultaneously. We can take all of the packets of a single transfer, treat them independently, and push them through a network in the most efficient way. So today, any large file or video gets broken into packets, and there's nothing new there. But what we can do differently is we can take those individual packets, push them through the network across whatever is the best path for each packet, do it in a way that they all arrive in order. And when you can do that, you can see the huge benefits that we see across the network. And if you do it intelligently as well, you can also do it for things like encrypted traffic, which we're already doing with the customers we work with, for two-way traffic or upload-oriented traffic, as well as streaming and UDP-based traffic. So the net benefit really to the user is pretty simple. File uploads that may have taken 10 minutes before now only take 30 seconds. Videos, especially high-quality videos, that even with today's technologies may start correctly, but play correctly all the way through our network. And if you'd like to see this demonstration, this is the teaser here. You can come to our table and come see what we look like with video before and after. So in summary here, we have an award-winning technology with best-in-class acceleration for these applications, serving specifically the cloud applications market, and is what is a huge and growing market right now. Thanks for your time today, and please do come by our table, and we can show you how we work with cloud storage companies today. Thanks.
Good morning and thank you. Richard Cope, CEO of NanoLumens. Get my slide clicker going here. We create world's largest flexible video displays. Our disruptive technology enables high resolution, very large, any shape and size, HD flexible video displays. Thinner and lighter than today's best LCDs and plasmas. These displays will be used anywhere people live, work, and play. Think, guys, we make really, really, really big TVs you can stick on your wall. What are we going to do with these? We're going to engage this outdoor advertising market. Stand over here by the microphone. Outdoor advertising is a $25 billion and growing market. It's one of the few outdoor advertising market spaces that's actually growing along with internet. Our displays will boost revenue for advertisers, decrease their cost by 90%, and enable digital deployment across everywhere that there's a flat or curved wall. And as a retired Marine and former Special Ops Advisor for Schwarzkopf, I can tell you there's a lot of really innovative military and homeland defense uses for these also. Our engineering team, consisting of the former CTO of Philips, the inventor of the DLP chip that's running this projector back here, have developed a technology that allows us to make large, flexible HD displays out of small, rigid parts. And we're working with folks like Siemens here in town and Kodak out of New York to be able to manufacture these right here in Georgia. With 10 patents issued, another 40 pending, we created strong barriers to entry and a clear competitive advantage. NanoLumens delivers 3 key environmental innovations also. Our thin, flexible design eliminates the extra volume and weight typical of large displays and dramatically cuts power usage. We use 70% fewer materials in a display. So you can roll this thing up, stick it in a UPS box, and ship it across the world if you want to. We eliminate at least 60% of the weight. So as you ship it, it costs you less, and my engineers don't like to hear it, but you can stick this sucker to the wall with Velcro if you wanted to. And our proprietary drive sequence and material usage will allow us to make a display that's 80% more power efficient than all the current LCDs and plasmas out there today. Taken with our ability and decreased cost for advertisers, this is a home run for everybody. But PowerPoints are cool. What I like is things you can pick up and drop on your foot. We brought our public shopping bag. It happens to contain, one would think, a large flexible video display. Now before I do this, guys, please don't do this at home. That right there. Your TV won't recover. But we can. It's less than 1/8 of an inch thick. Look, Mom, no wires. RF, battery powered. This is a cutout piece of a 110-inch, less than 100-pound HD video display that you will start seeing in the years to come on walls and places around you. We're outside by the front door. Please come by and see us. Designed in Georgia, built in Georgia, sold worldwide. Thank you.